Matt!
Chris, what up, man?
I'm blessed, man. How you feeling?
I'm well. How about yourself?
Man, I'm as good as I think it's gonna get.
That's all you can ask.
Are you where are you based at right now?
I'm in home. I'm in LA. So I'm
Nice.
posted up. Yep.
That's
Yep.
great, man. I just want to say I don't know if you know this, but you are our first guest ever.
Oh,
So
shit.
we appreciate you. It's an honor to have you.
Oh,
We start this off with with a legend, and I'm happy you were able to accommodate.
thank you for having me, man. I appreciate the opportunity.
My guy. So let's kick this off. It is called Verifiable Talks. So we're all about, verifiable moments. And our first question is, what were 3 verifiable moments for you in your career or just life in general?
Man, great question. To be honest with you, I'm going to keep it as simple but as special as just having my 3 sons. I really think, obviously pre-kids, you kind of live by the seat of your pants and you rip and run and you kind of, look out for self more than anything. And I think having twins and then just having another son 16 months ago just changed my perspective and put things into place as far as importance in life and planning for the future and being someone that my children could be proud of and raising responsible young men in society.
My guy. Next question. So let me bring this laptop over here. I'm trying to multitask, so I do apologize. All right, so next question is, what's your opinion of being an entrepreneur in 2020, and what things do you see entrepreneurs doing that inspire you?
My opinion of entrepreneurism in 2020, first of all, we need to throw 2020 away. It's been a fucking terrible year. But I love it. I think, probably dating back, the last 3 or 4 years moving forward, I think this is where we're going to see the most self-made millionaires because, all the accessibility, all the research, everything is at the palm of our hands, and people are more creative now than ever. I think people while in quarantine, hopefully they're bettering themselves, whether it be a skill, hobby, new business idea, new way of life. I just think there's so much opportunity now at the palm of our hands. So I think entrepreneurism in 2020 is wide open. I love it. Anybody can be a business owner. Obviously, small businesses right now are, struggling a little bit, but as soon as we get out of this, I mean, it's never been a better time to be an entrepreneur, a business owner, and someone striving to better themselves.
My God.
What was the second part of the question?
What's been inspiring you in regards to things that you've been seeing lately for entrepreneurs?
Just like I think, just to piggyback off my question, just to see people out there going to get it. I think too often, people sit back and criticize others for chasing their dreams for whatever that may be. And I think that's probably for 2 reasons. They're scared of failure and scared to take that first step. So I really commend people who put their ideas on paper and put their plan in motion, because there's too many people that just sit back and fear failure. So they want to sit back and talk shit about everyone else. So to everyone who is an entrepreneur and thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, man, hats off to you, because like I said at the beginning of the question, I mean, all the information you need is at the palm of your hand.
Amen. And I completely agree with that, especially like this, the ability to do the Instagram Live and just kind of host a mock show, if you will. It's amazing, so anything's possible. So moving forward, speaking about possibilities, all the smoke, where'd that come from? What was that all about?
It was just an idea that I came up with my co-host, Steven Jackson, obviously. We were both getting great feedback. At the time, we were both working for ESPN and Fox post-career and just getting a lot of positive feedback, people enjoying our approach, our delivery, our realness, our authenticity. So I was trying to think of, what's something we can do together. Obviously, it was a tremendous honor. I mean, I still work for ESPN. He still works for Fox. It's a tremendous honor to be on those platforms, but we wanted something that was a little more unfiltered, where we could really be ourselves, speak our minds without getting anyone else fired or getting in trouble from a network.
Yeah.
And, that's how all the smoke came about. Showtime, big shout out to Showtime. They took a chance on us without a sizzle or nothing. That basically just went off our reputations and seeing us work on ESPN and Fox. I don't think any of us knew, including Showtime, what we had when we started. But now we have one of the biggest shows out there. And, first of all, I want to thank all of our fans. I mean, our fans are what make us continuing to want to bring great content. And right now the world needs content. We're all stuck at home and not much to do. And I say creativity wins in whatever fashion that be, whether it be your parenting or coming up with stuff to do to stay active, coming up with new ideas. So we want to just continue to pump out great content. We're trying to get 2 or 3 shows out a week for our fans, and we hope everybody enjoys it.
That's crazy, man. The hustle is real.
It's serious.
Now moving on to our next question. Okay, so I know we try to hook it up in the background to the best of our
Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
But so Hue For Every Man, tell me, how'd you get involved with that? What was the process for that? Tell us a little bit about that.
I met the owner, Jessica, maybe about 3-4 years ago.
Okay.
And despite the way I look right now, while I played, I always was someone who had a fresh cut, and everyone was always asking, like, what do you use in your hair? Because it stays the same while you play, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was only right to, venture into this space. I'm someone who takes grooming seriously and really, take pride in my appearance, from my hair routine, skin routine to grooming. It's all stuff I take serious. So Hue seemed like a perfect fit. At first, I think it was kind of just looking for an ambassador, is what they were looking for. But like I said, I like the team so much and believe in the product so much that I wanted to become more than just an ambassador. I really wanted to be a part of the company, and we've made that happen. So we're just taking steps now. Obviously, we're in Target. You can find us in your local Target. If we're not in that Target, tell your Target you need us.
Amen.
You can obviously find us at hueforeveryman.com. And just to continue to grow, like I said, every business that I'm involved in is something that, like, I truly enjoy, I'm passionate about, or something that my kids like. And this is no change. It's something I really use all the time. This is probably my favorite product right here. I mean, although I use all the products, this Awakening Mist, because everyone knows I'm a cannabis advocate. So, throughout the day, I need a few sprays to kind of wake me up, get my day going, refreshing me. And, this toner right here does the trick. So it's been a fun process. I think we're really, like I said, we're fortunate enough to be in Target early on, which was a tremendous blessing, but hard at the same time. But, we're hoping to really kick the doors in 2020, and you can hopefully find us everywhere shortly.
My man. Now, question. So, speaking of grooming and male upkeep, what has the process been like for you during this quarantine? And what have you been doing to maintain during this lockdown?
Really, all I've been doing is I'm someone who probably washes my hair maybe once a meal, 2 times a week now. So I've been doing that, obviously. And then I haven't had nowhere to go. You know what I mean? So I do a lot of Zoom calls, and I still do my show. So I really haven't, as far as hair cutting, I haven't done anything. I'm kind of just growing everything out during this process. But like I said, this is something I use daily, whether I'm going to be on camera, on Zoom, or just, tired with my kids. I'll spray myself and kind of a midday pick me up to get myself going. But like I said, I think it's still important because there's situations like this, Zoom calls, I'm still doing my show. So I still need to keep it together somewhat. And obviously you helps me do that.
It is a process. I shaved it off. I tried. I got the whole Mexican beard going on. It ain't working. So
I'm saying, man, it's funny you said, because I can't. I'm 40 years old, man, and I can't grow no real facial hair. Like, everyone says I look like a dirty Mexican when I try to grow my facial hair out, which is crazy, but kind of just is what it is, man.
So before we end, we got one last question. We want to know what's next. What's next for you?
Just to really continue to inspire people, man. I think stepping outside of my comfort zone and trying new things, doing new things, hopefully motivates people who look up to me, people who are coming behind me, former players, to think, for me to have the reputation, which was, I think there's a misunderstanding of, or misrepresentation of who people thought it was, or people thought, the player was the person, So I think for me to have a 14-year successful career, but be stereotyped as a villain, and then post-your career to be doing everything that I'm doing, I think I'm continuing to inspire and open doors and letting people know, man, anybody could do it, man. You just have to have the heart, you have to have the grind, you have to have the good team around you, and you have to believe in yourself. My NBA career was a struggle to get off the ground, and nearly didn't even happen until I really started believing in myself, and it started taking off. And I feel that, entrepreneurism and the business steps for me in the next 15, 20 years are going to be the same way, man. Just to continue to grind, continue to open doors, continue to encourage, motivate, share everything I know. Like, I love talking to people. That was one thing, obviously Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. When I was talking to my brother Kobe, I was just asking him about his game and everything. He just said, what is the point of having all this knowledge about something if you don't share it? So I kind of feel that, whether it be basketball, whether it be business, whatever I've learned and learned from other people, I want to pass on to other people and encourage and motivate. So, that's what I'm here to do. And those will be the next steps.
Man, we really appreciate you. Thank you so much. We will be tuning into everything that you're doing. And again, thank you very much for talking.
Man, thank you for having me, man. Good luck with the show.
Thank you, my brother.
All right. Have a good one.
All righty. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We have Kason popping around in the background. He wants to get a little love. So here's my my other camera guy for the day, holding on to the DSLR so that we can get both. We try to use a third-party app to record everything, but it didn't really work out. But we definitely have all the Hue products here. Thank you guys for sponsoring this episode. I can't talk. I should never go live. It's a terrible idea. But guys, thank you so much. Next, we have the Microsoft panel with Freshie and a bunch of other influencers just talking about branding and marketing. I'm gonna post that on my story. So y'all tune in. We appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Peace out.